Okay, there we go. This has been so odd. I've had issues going live with you guys today. So I don't know why, but we got it going now. So that's good. So I'm just going to wait here for everyone to hop on. Give everyone a couple minutes to get on here. It's like weird energy going on today. Kind of strange. So we'll see. We'll see what all this brings on. Good morning, Carmine. Carmine. I hope I'm saying that right. I hate to butcher people's names because people always butchered mine when I was younger. So I'm just saging and cleansing my space while we give everyone a chance to hop on here. Good morning, Janet. Good morning, Nina. Thank you. It's been a long, weird week. Good morning, Cindy. Everyone's still just kind of you know. Good morning, Dina. So, yeah, it's interesting. So I tried going live like 2 times before this, and it wouldn't let me for whatever reason. It's very odd. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on today and what I'm trying to be told here. Really strange. It's almost like some news is coming up or something. So I'm going to give everyone just the last couple minutes. Thank you. I love rings. I'm a ring girl and a bracelet girl. So yes, thank you very much. All right, so we'll go ahead and get started here, guys. I know that there wasn't too much warning today. I just wanted to jump on here and be able to when everyone was kind of settled out there. So it turned out that my boys have strep, which, you know, I kind of had it fought against me that they didn't have the classic symptoms, but they don't. And, you know your kids. And Max was sleeping continuously, and it was just too much. I feel like for the flu, like it should have been over by now. So I just went in. I'm like, give me a strep test. It's got to be what it is. And sure enough, because even the doctor was like, yeah, it might not be. It might just be the flu. I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's not. Good morning, Chelsea. So yeah, that was interesting. So I'm just glad that they're, could get on some meds and help them to start feeling better. But I feel like I'm all over the place today. So they're content right now. So I was like, I'm just going to hop on here and say good morning to everyone. So it won't be a long one today, but it'll at least be something to get us by. Or maybe it will. Who knows? We never know what the guides are going to send us, right? All right, so as you know, we are in the last quarter moon phase right now. So a lot of it is going to have to do with purging the old, okay? So giving up any sort of bad habits that you have, it's a good time to do that if there's something that you've been wanting to stop. Another thing is like setting boundaries in relationships, whether it is personal, whether it's work related, finding a way to set those boundaries so that there isn't any question there. That's really odd. That hasn't come up before. So who needs to set boundaries? That's interesting. It's like the juicy gossip of the day. Another thing is just removing, remember we talked about removing toxic people from your life, people that aren't filling you up, people that aren't making you feel good, people that are just pulling you down. They're energy vampires, right? They kind of suck all the life out of you. So that's super important to make sure we are, stepping back from those people and just choosing to hang out with people that make us feel good about ourselves. We talked about a lot about self-love. What else? As far as like self-love, anything to do with being able to We've talked about past healing, letting go with that, but forgiving yourself. So forgiving yourself is just important for that, guys. We are in Libra right now, as far as the moon phase. So that is going to have to do with kidneys. That is going to have to, so pay attention to that kind of stuff. Flare-ups are going to be common right now. If that's something that you've never had before, it can be super scary and kind of out of nowhere. If it's something that you've had issues with in the past, just something to keep an eye on. Make sure that you're really doing like scrubs and stuff like that, like exfoliating scrubs. It's going to be a really good time to get in a bath, salt bath, scrub bath, and just kind of like get all the ick off you, the dead skin, almost like when we talk about a cleansing rain that we need. Same with a bath or a shower. Imagine just kind of like washing away all that stuff that you don't need to be hanging on to, as if you're getting like to be able to wash away all the heaviness that you're carrying. So at least a little bit different way to look at it. And as far as like exfoliating, so that's just like starting over, right? New fresh skin, getting rid of the old dead skin from summer, starting fresh. So it has a lot to do with starting over. So that's the good thing. Always set your goals. We've talked about journaling the last week. Make sure you're setting your goals. Make sure you're at least thinking about somewhere, some direction that you want to go. Whether or not you know where that direction is, at least so you have an idea. And journaling as far as thoughts, feelings, dreams, it really helps us to be able to go back and look within when we're writing everything down. Sometimes you'll almost start to see like a pattern of how things are going. So that's important. All right, so we will keep going here. What do we need to know from our angels and guides for today, December 20th, 2019? What do we need to know for today, December 20th, 2019? Yeah, herbal teas are great. I do a lot of herbal teas. We do elderberry, we do the sambuca oil, the sambuca pills, the elderberry syrup. But you know, with strep sometimes and the strain of flu, stuff sneaks by. I know half the school was gone. So we're just rolling with it, guys. All right, so we have sensitivity, change, and fate. That's really interesting how that comes up. So who is resisting the change that they're meant to have? Who is resisting the change? Who's resisting like their natural calling, their natural feelings as to who they are and where they want to go? Why are you still holding back from putting that person forward or putting that person out there? Some of you, this is going to have to do with a lot of like inner self work. Others of you, this is going to have to do with change that you know you need to make, whether it's career wise or relationship wise. So you really have to take this in as far as what's going on in your life right now. There's a change that needs to be made, that it's not happening. And they're flat out telling you right here, Wheel of Fortune, it's your fate. It's in your life's path to make these changes and to be this person and to walk down this path. So whatever it is that's holding you back, being more sensitive, worrying about what other people are going to think when this whole change is made, is really what they're telling me is like making you take a step back. But this is really cool how this all comes out and how they all came out together, because they're telling you that it's going to be okay. All right. You've got the Wheel of Fortune. That means great things, fortunate things, abundance, love. Abundance always doesn't have to mean money. It can be love. It can be everything surrounding you that you've been wanting, as far as like someone caring about you or being with you. and you're holding back. So why is it that you're holding back? That's where we need to just take a look in and start talking about what we can do to make those changes, to step out of our box, to really feel like we can put that person forward so that we're able to feel like our best self when we're walking out the door. So whatever the fear is of that you're holding back, whatever the fear is that is keeping you from making that next step is, well, first of all, you worrying about what other people are going to think, but know that the outcome is going to be good. The outcome is going to be really, really good. So please remember to, look within yourself and try to bring that person forward and try to bring that person out, because they're like screaming to get out of you. But we have this huge fear of what other people are going to think once we make this change, or once we start the motions, right? Once we take these steps, what's going to happen? Are people going to be upset about the changes I've made? Are people going to look at me differently? Are people going to have less respect for me if I take this position over this position? So it's really about having less fear of what other people are going to think, because you have to do you, right? You have to make sure that the choices you're making in your life, whether it's career or relationship, are something that's going to fill you up and make you happy every day. It doesn't matter what your neighbor thinks. It doesn't matter what the people at work think of where you're going. Whether you're going to go up 5 steps from them and you don't want to offend all these people that are on the same level as you right now because you're going to be inferior to them, or whether it's what they're going to think of your relationship or leaving the relationship that you're in now, right? But how is that going to make you happy if you're constantly worrying about what other people around you are going to think? So I think that's the main goal for today, is knowing that as long as you're good in here and you're okay with your choices and decisions that you're making, that's all that matters. Because most likely these people that are judging you, or you feel like are going to judge you, you're either going to be completely wrong and they're going to be great with it, or you're going to be stepping away from someone who's toxic anyways, right? So that's what I would say. So we're going to go with our Moon Tarot deck now and see what else we need to know about this situation. So these are general readings for everybody, all signs forecast. So everyone can take something out of this. Sometimes you get messages and specifically they're for, one of your coworkers or you or your mom or a family member or your best friend. So if that is the case, please feel free to share this with them, because they're meant to hear it, or you are meant to hear it, so you can help them out of the situation they're in. So let's see what they have to say here. All right, what do our angels and guides want us to know concerning this situation of what other people think, of self-love, of career or relationship? Where is this going? Ooh, we got one flying out, the 2 of Swords. So you're guarded. You're guarded, guys. You already knew that. Here you are. And you've got these swords behind you and you're sitting by yourself going, hey, if anyone walks towards me, I'm just going to turn around and walk the other direction. Or if anyone puts me in an uncomfortable position, I'm just going to, make sure that I get them first. Okay. So just bring it back a notch and make sure to really put yourself in that position where you know you can handle this and you have faith that you can handle it. Hi, Maddie. Yay, I'm glad you finally made it to a live. The interesting thing is you popped up with the 2 of Wands as well, or this person did that we're talking about. So what's interesting is even though you have your guard up, just like you can see here, you also have yourself open to it. So it's almost like a complete opposite effect here, where you're like, don't come near me because I don't want to get hurt, or I don't want to be put in an uncomfortable position, but also, when's this race coming? When's my person coming? Where's this relationship I've been wanting? So it's like you're conflicting completely with yourself. you have two sides of it going, of like A and B, almost like the angel and the devil on your shoulders, right? So to speak, like the cartoon ones that sit here, and one's like telling you to do one thing and one's telling you to do the other. That's very much like what I'm getting that's going on now. So keep that in mind and know that however this is coming out. So this is the card that was on the bottom. So this is what you feel. This is what you feel that binds you, and it's judgment. So just like we got in the first deck, is worrying about what other people are going to think, worrying about what other people are going to say. And you can't do that, because those people that are going to judge you or think less of you or be angry at you because you got a position over them at work or you took a higher up position, those are not people you want to surround yourself with, right? You want to surround yourself with people that are like, good for you. Like, heck yeah, go do it. That's awesome. I hope I can get to that level someday. Like, those are the people you want to be around, not the ones that are like, well, she totally just stepped over us. And, you know, any one of them would take the position as well. Or any one of them would choose to be in a relationship where they're happy and finally feel like they can give 100% of themselves or be themselves without feeling like they have to put on this emotional happiness that's not really there, especially if you're just not really feeling it. So that's what I have to say about that. And it's interesting, guys, because that came up in deck 1 and that came up in deck 2. So today it's all about worrying about what other people are thinking. Why are we worrying so much what other people think? Well, because it's naturally bred into us. Some people just do. We naturally have this fear of either disappointing people and letting people down, or this fear of judgment, of being judged by others, or this fear of not being good enough, always feeling like you have to be perfect in every situation, and that's just not the case. So that's what we're going to work on, right? All right, let's see what they have to say about our deep emotions connected to these. My cards are sticking together today. Woo! See, they're jumping out at me. I'm going to give... They're all over. I'm going to give these a couple shuffles today because maybe it's just because I'm cold in here. There we go. That was beautiful. We need a good shuffle, right? We got to know that the cards that are jumping out at us and speaking to us are the ones we're supposed to have, right? Okay. All right. Here we go. So what do we need to know concerning around our thoughts and feelings today, December 19th? No, December 20th. I will get the day right one of these days. 2019. That means you guys had the crazy day yesterday like me, right? We're all talking about the 19th. All right, so we got a new romantic cycle begins. All right, so for those of you that are just wanting it to happen, but still waiting, and we talked about the two different sides. I want to meet someone, but I have my guard up. But I really want to meet someone. I'm wondering where they are, but I still have my guard up. They're waiting for you. Bring that guard down, okay? Stop worrying about what other people think. I know it's easier said than done. I know that. But it's very easy for us to judge ourselves worse than anyone else can judge us, right? We are our own worst enemy. That's a saying for a reason. And confidence is your key to success. Here's your other one that popped out. So being confident in who you are and being confident in your feelings and where you want to go. Like I said, this can be career-wise. This can be relationship-wise. Have confidence in that and know that if whoever's in here that is having this hard time making their decision career-wise because you feel like you're going to offend everyone that you love and work with right now because everyone wants this promotion. First of all, somebody's got to get it, right? Somebody's going to get this promotion, so it might as well be you. Second of all, you got to walk in there with that confidence because you deserve it. So quit pushing yourself back and settling for less than what you deserve. This goes for the same people that this is connected to for relationship. Everything you want and deserve is there waiting for you, but it's like you're holding yourself back because of the fear of not knowing what's going to happen. Like, who am I going to meet? When's it going to be? When's it going to happen? And so it's just a matter of them all coming together and trusting your confidence and trusting to put yourself out there so that you're able to be in a situation where you can feel 100% yourself, right? Okay. So we'll shuffle our last deck. And we will see what our angels and guides have to say. Sorry, I put chapstick on today and my hair keeps sticking to it. So I feel like I'm constantly eating it. So remember, past relationships are not a mistake. It does not mean that it was a waste of time. It does not mean that you were never supposed to be together. Sometimes it's something we have to learn. Sometimes we go through things because of our kids, because we wouldn't have them if it wasn't for being with that person. Sometimes it's a matter of finding out what we want out of a relationship, how you want to be treated, how you don't want to be treated. Sometimes even when we're in really bad ones, it's almost like you had to experience that to become the person that you are, to become more confident about yourself, or to get more self-awareness. I can't speak. So it's very important to feel those feelings and know that it's okay to be okay with the relationships you were in, good or bad. They happen for a reason, for sure. Sometimes we just don't understand it at the time. It takes a few years to go through it and know that even though, let's say you were in a horrible one and you're like, why did I do this? Why did I stay? Why was I in it? Well, because look at how strong you are right now, and look how much confidence you're gaining, and look how independent you are. You know, there's very positive things that come out of very negative situations. So you have to look for those little bitty things. Otherwise, you're just going to drive yourself nuts. All right. What do our angels and guides want us to know in conclusion for today, Friday, December 20th, 2019? What do our angels and guides want us to know for today? What's the conclusion for today? Which we already know what it is, right? Being ourselves, self-love. This one's jumping out. Is there anything else we need to know? That one says go outside. I literally just posted about this morning on Facebook. It says go outside. You have been indoors too long. Go outside and get some fresh air. Literally. I just posted this about nature being like healing and healthy, and it's hard to get outside when it's cold and crappy out, but sometimes we still just need to open the curtains, not sit inside a dark room, not feel like we're just stuck, okay? We got to put ourselves outside of our house. We got to put ourselves outside of our comfort zone. How are you going to meet anyone if you're sitting indoors, right? They're not going to ring your doorbell, guys. There's our other one. Fairness. It says the situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. So whatever it is that you're worried about, whatever it is that's surrounding you, it will be fair. Everything will be handled the way it's supposed to, or the way it's meant to be working out, okay? Sometimes that's the hardest thing to understand, especially if you're in a situation that comes to like things that are happening financially, or things that are happening that are out of our hands. You have to remember that it's happening for a reason, and that the universe will be eventually coming back around full circle. So sometimes what looks like a horrible thing that's happening at the current moment can end up being a total blessing. You just aren't able to see it right away. Okay, so we're going to do a quick energy exchange for today and energy healing. So if you don't want to be part of this, you can hop off here now. You can always do this tonight. If you're driving, I don't suggest you doing it because I don't want you to get too comfy and tired. So again, I just want to thank you guys all for your likes and shares and comments, subscriptions. If you click the little bell, you'll get alerted when I'm on here, so you don't have to worry about that. And all my links to my social media and for private readings are listed below. But yes, it'll be a good weekend. If anyone's headed out to the museum this weekend, I will be there in and out, but I will be there tonight and tomorrow night for the events also. So super exciting. All right. So when you're ready, give me a thumbs up or a like or a comment or something and let me know you're ready. And then we'll go ahead and get started on our energy transfer. For those of you that are new in here and you haven't done these before, what I'm going to do is start at 10 and I'm going to count backwards till 1, and then the energy will transfer from there. And in the meantime, it's just going to kind of build and raise. So sometimes it can feel very warm or kind of tingly, pins and needles type feeling. Very different for everyone. All right, I see some thumbs up. I see some likes. All right, so go ahead and close your eyes. And just take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Go ahead and take another deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Energy transfers now. Transferring energy to fill us with love and light. Any spaces where we need to release heaviness, any spaces where we need to release any pain or anything that we have been holding with us. Removing any pain from our body, pain from the past ties, or pain from worry about what other people think. Another deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. One more deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Okay. I can still feel the tingling in my fingertips. How does that feel? How do you guys feel? Hopefully warm and cozy. I will only get to see you guys today and tomorrow. And then we have crazy holiday stuff going on. So I'm going to miss you for like 4 days. Good, Nina. Good, Karen. Awesome. I'm so glad to hear that. Well, I love you guys all so much. I send you so much love and light. Make sure to follow on social media if you haven't already. I will see you here tomorrow, probably around 11:30. And then after that, it's going to be, I won't see you till after Christmas. So I hope you guys have an amazing Christmas. If you're headed out of town tonight or tomorrow, drive safely. I'll definitely be sending energy and angels with you, and we will talk soon. Message me if you have any questions. And I hope you guys have an amazing, amazing day and a good time with family. We'll talk to you soon. See ya.